Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Yeah. Today we're going to be taking a look at Playbeat 3 and the brand new Reanimatic Expansion Pack. It's an in-app purchase. It's really cheap. And it's really rad. Let's Oj. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. How to App on iOS. It is, what day is it? I don't know. I can't remember. It's Tuesday here. Easter for the rest of you. Easter Monday or whatever day it is. I don't really know. It's probably, I'll tell you what day it is. It's April Fool's Day yesterday. For me, it was yesterday. For today, it's for you. April Fool's Day. So, did you see Apple released a brand new device today? Very interesting stuff. I can't even be bothered making something up. It would be good if they did, but they haven't. So, yeah, April Fool's, all that jazz. I wish yesterday's show was an April Fool's joke. I really wish it was. But, yeah, so that's in the can. We're not focusing on that anymore. We are moving on with apps and positivity and all the good stuff that goes on in the world. So, speaking of April Fool's, yesterday we did a live stream here on the channel last night here in Australia. That was probably one of the most foolish live streams I've ever done. You can't find it. It's been deleted now, but just to let you know on the fun that went down last night, we had Coldacre streaming him playing Donkey Kong. And then we had Mix Club streaming Coldacre playing Donkey Kong. And then I streamed Mix Club streaming Coldacre playing Donkey Kong. And at one point I had him, I had Mix Club. Anyway, it was ridiculous. You had to be here. It was funny. We had a lot of laughs last night. It was a random stream and it was just funny. All right, we've got to cover a few things. We've got to say hello to people, and then we cover a few bits of information that you guys need to know for the rest of the week going forward. Greg O'Sullivan's in the house. Ali's here. Yeah, you missed out. It was really funny last night. I'm sure somebody screenshotted some of it. It was hilarious. I know I screenshotted a screenshot of Coldacre. There we go. Oh, OBS. I hope I still don't have that penis showing on my screen. Is it there? Oh, no, hang on. Get rid of that. It's still there. Look, I can turn it on and off when I want. Anyway, yeah, you had nothing to do with it. It was ridiculous, man. It was good fun. Anyway. Thomas Christ, what's happening? We got Fat Panda Cat, Rhett, Jim Shannon, g'day. Lovely Leela, who's had a haircut, and she just had a great show. She's getting ready to go to a baseball game. So blankets, fuck off you go to your baseball game. Who else? Who else is here? I think I've got most of you here lurking. I can see there's people lurking. Say hello if you want, or don't say hello. It's all good. Good times. Let's cover some things. Oh, yeah. Welcome to our Wart Warriors. You can become, Thomas, look at that. As soon as I did it, bang, come up. You can become a Wart Warrior by doing this here. It's $1 a month. Now, updates. Just so you know, yesterday, we didn't expect to do what we did yesterday. It was a thing. Thank you to everybody who reached out. It's very kind, really, very kind words. Everybody who reached out, really cool. I'm okay. So, like, the purpose of it wasn't that I was struggling. The purpose was, if you are, you don't have to deal with shit like that. Just, it happens to a lot of people, right? So not just me. Hey, Pookie, what's going on, Pookie? There we go. So what can I please ask, though, if you do go back and actually watch that show, please don't go and find the people who are on the comments and go harass them. That's not what we're about here. Please do not do that. Okay? Whoa. Okay, we've covered that. Now, let's cover a couple of other things. Walk with me. Unfortunately, my friends, there will not be an episode of Walk with Me this weekend, not due to me not wanting to do it. It is raining really bad. We have had flash floods here in Melbourne, and they're going to continue all through the week. There is no chance of me going out to do any filming unless Let me put a big asterisk right here. Psh, there's the asterisk. Unless things change by Thursday and the sun does come out, then I have a plan B for a walk with me. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. But we may just like put it on a hiatus just for this week because you can't go out and film in torrential rain. So there will be a show replacing it, just a daily show looking at an app. So unless I'm able to go out and film. The next point that I need to bring up this weekend is Camp Gmay's Funk Fest. There is like 25 artists playing at Camp Gmay's Funk Fest. Let me tell you about it. Here it is. Sorry. So this is happening this weekend. And look at that lineup. Look at this lineup. Blue Unicorn, Mr. Smith, Frank Turzo, Hugh Caldwell, Lady Campion, Blender and Chirp, Music Man, Ron Ward, Cold Acre, Rise of Dark Leela, April Dawn, Penda, Mike Molino, New Rich Design, Will D, Chris Lane Sr., Michael Songs, Jade Starr, Emperism, Al Sanchez, Just Naya, Axanacho, Lee Yardio, and Bajo Maestro with Rain. Massive lineup of artists on this show, but I'm here to tell you that unfortunately, so this is on Saturday, Funk Fest. I'm here to tell you, unfortunately, I'm not playing on this no longer. I have had to pull out of this show, but fingers crossed, all good. My replacement will be none other than Liz Aday. So I have gone ahead and hopefully hooked up Camp Gmay with Liz Aday, and that will be her kind of debut live performance on the YouTubes, I think. I don't know. But she performed yesterday on Facebook, and she actually took the Facebook performance and has uploaded it onto a channel. So if you want to go and get a taste of Liz Aday live, I'm telling you, you want to do it. It's something to behold. It's a live stream like no other, yeah? Here you go. Let me give you a little bit of it. It was rad.
A monitor, so
it's
it was just really wimpy, and I had to. Oh, everybody.
She is a gun guitarist.
I started out down a dirty road. I started out all alone. Sun went down as across the hill.
Anyway, you can go and watch that on her channel. It's an hour. It's called the Cocktail Hour. It's on her channel, an hour and 14 minutes. So hopefully, fingers crossed, she will be replacing me as the artist. And I can't do it. I need time, guys. I need time to do some things and just get my head together and just got to take a step back sometimes and let other people shine. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about you. That's what our rant's going to be about. So the other bit of information I need to tell you about was yesterday was supposed to be our quiz, but for reasons we had to change that quiz, and it is going to be this coming Sunday for all of you in the US and UK. Just remember there will be a time change because our clocks go back, so you'll just have to keep your eyes on it. And the show's still up. That is the quiz. I don't even know where the thing is. There it is. There. This is the quiz. So 25 seats available. There's 50 questions, and you can come along and play the quiz. That's happening here for members only. Members only stream. It'll work out better the way it is. Next week's rant will follow that as well. All right, we've covered a bunch of business there. We can get down to this. Sorry for taking up your time. 12 minutes of your time. If you're watching this and you're about to type a comment going too much talking at the start, just skip forward, man. Really, sometimes we just have to cover things at the start of the show. It is what it is. All right. So today we are taking a look at Playbeat 3. This is a app that I've covered multiple times on this channel. So I've already done extensive tutorials, taken a look at other in-app purchases for this. So please go back and have a look. I saw a question at the start of this show in the chat, and that was by, and now I can't find it. Where is it? It was actually from SG Experiment asking how to get this work on Logic. Hopefully I'll do this at the end and have a look at it because I haven't used it in Logic, and let's make mistakes together. Okay, that's urge. So over here, big news over on the Beat community, big news all around iOS community. Yesterday was Korg. IM1 has been updated to with AUV3 and now works on the iPhone. So this thing has been out for a damn long time. It's one of the first apps that Korg dropped on the iPad. I think, 2015 maybe? I'm guessing that's around the time this is, or it won an award back in 2015. So, and all of the sounds in here now, it's got 2 in-app purchases. All of Korg's apps are on sale at the moment too. So if you're going to get this now, it's a good time to get it. $22 Australian. So what over here? So here's all their deals they've got going on. Everything's on sale from Korg. But finally, it looks like, it started, was it last year when Korg were like, they made the gadgets, all the gadgets, AUV3. This is just the further expansion. We're going to get more and more of these older apps updated to AUV3 and be able to use the individual sounds. So, that's fantastic. We love it. We love it. Hopefully we'll be able to cover this on a future show, maybe next week. I just got to get it myself. Yes, there you go. Yeah, it happened on April Fool's here, didn't it, Gregory? So I was like, what? But I did tell you guys when we looked at the gadget, AUV3 gadgets, that there was a roadmap. They were slowly going to do this. So this is not, it wasn't that shocking to me, let me say that, because, Korg, they kind of said this was happening. So there's going to be more. Fred Corvest has apps on offer as well. Lorenz by Iceworks is on sale. AUBE is on sale. 7 Systems has apps on sale. Synthmaster 1 and 2 are on sale. Igor Vasiliev's got apps on sale. Chemol K's got Bounce Buds. So there's a lot of apps that have gone on sale in the last few days. Yeah, heaps of them, in fact. Let's have a look if we can see some of them here. So you can see all the Korg stuff. You're looking, over $10 for some of the drops for them. So pretty fair. Corvest has FAC drum kit, Medusa, Altetha. Now, if you've been looking at Altetha, now's the time to get it, man. It's one of my go-to apps. $5.99. That's a bargain, man. That is a big bargain. Yep, Korg to AUV3 transition. It is happening. Exequence 2, AUBE, Ultraspace 2 on sale. All of Igor Vasiliev's apps are on sale. Vintage Rack, Beat Cutter, even this old thing, radio units on sale. Fieldscaper, Soundsaw, look at them, Space Fields. Synthmaster 1 and 2. We got Agonizer and Popsicle. Paul's still got a few apps on sale. Helium, a MIDI Strummer, Digistix, Euclidean. Riffler is on sale. Octocron. So a shitload of stuff on sale if you're after that. Remember, if you want to get to this App Sliced page, there's a link down below. You just go click on it and it'll take you straight to straight to the music apps only, and then you can save it as a favorite. And then each day, just do what I do, go up here and just click, and it'll take you to all the music apps that are on sale and cut through all the rest of the shit that's on the App Store. Boom, right on. Today, as I said, we're taking a look again at Playbeat. Playbeat's $15, $14.99 US. And it comes with all these expansions. It already comes with a whole bunch of stuff inside it. It's rad. I've covered this on other shows. Go back and watch them. Today we're just going to be taking a look at all the new sounds in this sound pack. How do you get the Playbeat creator packs? You go to AudioModern.com. This is their website. Now remember, all these apps, Playbeat and all their other apps, work on Windows and Mac. So this is a cross-platform, so to say. Like buy one, you've got to buy the Windows versions and the desktop versions by themselves, so they're individual. Yeah. And you can see there, £69. And if you want to get to find the expansions, here is where you go. So audiomodern.com, then click on expansions. That takes you here to this expansion page. And from here, you can choose. I'll show you how to go from here. You can choose from which one you'd like to get expansions. You've got Chord Jam, Loop Mix, and Playbeat. You see Playbeat's got 16 of them, right? So if you click on Playbeat, it'll load up all the expansions. Now, there's a lot of free ones, so just remember this. You can come in here and download the free ones. They'll download to your Files app, and you import them from within Playbeat. So you've got Deconstruct, Distort, Ripple. These are free. Neonic, Refract 1 and 2. Symmetry's free. All the Exia, that's free as well. You got Circuit, Dirty Secrets, Panna. So there's a whole lot. Igniter and Grids, these are all free. And on all the others, including this new one, Reanimatic, is $5 buckaroos. And yeah, it's just a download. Okie dokie, let me show you how, once you've got it, how to install it. Let's just open Playbeat by itself as a standalone. Remember, this is a standalone or an AEV3. So here we are. This is the look of the app. Up here, you have all your presets. If you click up here, this will take you to your preset and packs page. All you need to do to insert a preset is scroll to the bottom. Now, you see there's these little scrolls here. And even for this middle section, the little scroll is up here. So it's a little bit fiddly. I wish that would be improved a little bit. You know, make those a little bit bigger would be cool. And you'll see down here is where you import your pack. It says import pack. Takes you to your Files app, and this is what the file looks like. It's got a little Playbeat logo on it. It's a PBP, PB pack, .pb pack. You click on it, and that inserts it into here, and you will see your pack right there. That's how easy it is to install these. So you can see I've got all of them in here, and you go through. See, they've all got individual pictures, so you know which one's which. And you've got all these packs in here. Let's close out of this and open up my project for today. Here's a little project I made earlier. Shall we go? I think we should go. Let's go. we got him dicking around a little bit there. Hello, Mr. Smith. What's going on? Good to see you, Mr. Smith. So, little project there. Let's close this out. What do I have running in there? I would let you know before we get in. We had the Blees arpeggiator running. We got a little auto bass running, and we got this. Oh, it's not out yet, so I can't show you that. Ooh, that's a naughty little one, isn't it? That's coming soon. All right. So, Playbeat can be loaded two ways. Yeah, it can be loaded as a AUV3 like this. There you go. And you can just play your sounds through it. There it is as an AUV3. Or it can be loaded as a MIDI processor. So we can load it in here too, Playbeat 3, and you can send it out, say, to another drum kit, like, you know, Hammerhead or whatever you like. So if we go over here, put it in Hammerhead, as long as you know the notes that are on the kit. And how do we find that out? We can go to our inputs and check over here. What have we got? All right, we know those. Right, so you can actually send this out as a MIDI processor, but we'll do that a little bit later. Let's focus on this right now. Oh, we had a crash. Nice one. I love it when we get a crash. It's all right. Reload it nice and easy. Boom. Ed B Metal, what's going on? Okay, so what is Playbeat? It is pretty much a drum, a beat processor. Like it's a randomizer. It does a whole lot of really cool stuff. So again, go back and watch my show of past shows to see how it works. But we are going to focus today on these presets. So if you want to get to presets, you just click up here on the little preset tab, and we want to scroll down to our new pack, which is Reanimatic. Scroll up, and these are all your presets that you get in here. Now, each of these presets has a template, a play. So if I hit, they've all got a little demo down the side. So I can have a sample before I choose one. And you'll notice as I choose each demo, over here to the side, if you have a look over here, all the individual instruments change, because not only do you have the presets in the pack, you also get a whole bunch of individual samples. And you can swap these samples out as you want. Right? I can click on any of these and introduce my own samples, or I can flick through the samples that are provided just by doing left and right. So you've got full control over this thing. You can solo these, and we're only previewing here at the moment. Right? You can randomize from in here. There's a whole lot of stuff you can do. Go back, watch the original show. But you can load your own samples, completely up to you. Let's load our first one. So I'm going to go back up here. This is Assume. They've all got their own names. If I double click on this, it brings in the pattern. So here we have 8 channels for our beats. And let's hit play up here. And this is our beat, which is just going to loop. Playbeat. See? It all makes sense. It all makes sense. See you later, Mix Club. Don't fall asleep during Matlock. Damn. All right. Now, the beautiful thing about Playbeat is the randomization options you've got in here. See this big button in the middle? At any time, I can go douche, and it'll start to randomize. So you can see these little dots all move around a bit. Let's go to our next patch. So you can get to patches, instead of clicking up here, you can see you've got little arrows to the side. So at any time, you can go back and forward and choose what you like. Yeah, their preset management is really nice too. And you know, you can save presets in here and then open them up over on your desktop or Mac. So let's dive in and have just a little bit of the look at our channels here. So as I said, you've got 8 tracks You can solo these tracks. So to the side here, see you've got solo on mute. You can solo. And here, this is our kick. Now, at any time, I can change this as well. Right, I can go in and change this particular kick. Now, see this up here is selected to all. So that means if I make any changes, any kind of randomization up here, it's going to affect all 8 tracks. But I can go in here and individually choose a track. So now that track 1 is selected, I can go in and change the kick. So you can see here we've got a kick. I can go through all the kicks. And if I click, it'll open up our sample pack and I can just choose whatever kick I want. Right? And then unsolo. And we're good. And you can do that with all 8 tracks. So if you want to have 8 tracks full of kicks, you can do that. It's completely up to you. You can import your own samples. You can import like a piano sample in here, and you can hear down here. So let's solo these. This one? No? Which one is it? I think it's... So this one's just a sound sample. So it doesn't have to be drum stuff. You can put in audio samples, wave files. This one's just a flat out sound to give it some texture. Okay, let's talk about the the randomization while we're in here. Hello, Slim JD. I'm going to go back to all up the top here. And you'll notice when I click all, up here it says all selected. So if I go to 1, you can see it's the kick. This changes depending on which track I select, yeah? So while we're on all, let's hit random. So you can see just a little bit of randomization there. Now, this will randomize everything, this big button. Or you can go in and do stuff like this. I can just randomize the steps. So see these little dice icons here? If I click this will randomize the flams. And if I want to see the flams, I can click on here. And you can go in here and do these yourself. You can see what's selected as playing because it has a little circle around it. And we can go and fuck with the flams. We can change the pitch. You can go into pitch here. So now this has randomized the pitch of everything. You can randomize the density. You can randomize the volume. You can randomize panning. See, all these are set to center. We can go right for that one, left for this. So there's a lot of stuff you can go in here and randomize. It's very deep. Again, we'll go back and watch the main tutorial to see how the rest of it works. You can copy tracks. Just say you like this track here and you want to drag this, you can move it and copy it up here. Right? So if you like a pattern, this is like a copy and you can copy things around. Don't like it, you've got an undo and redo. You've got patterns down the bottom. Anyway, let's check out one of the other sound packs. So now we're messing with the flams and the density. Let's go into the pitch here. And things can get pretty gnarly. You can decide, you know, what's the minimum and maximum of pitch when you hit a randomization. You can reset these at any time, so they go back to normal. Now the other good thing is too, if you've got other packs in here, you can take sounds, like I might not like this synth sound here. I can go grab a synth sound from one of the other packs. Okay? You can mix it from all these packs. They all have their own samples. And it's really easy to do too. Let me show you. See you later, Pookie. Heading out and lurking. She's heading out and lurking. So see to the side here, we've got presets and packs. These are where all your presets are. And down the bottom, this is where all your samples are. So I might go, let's look at all my imported samples here. These are all the packs and all their individual samples. I might go, I like this sample here. Let's grab, I don't know, we'll find a synth if there's one in here. Percussion, snare, tom, percussion. Let's grab this effect. And I might want to replace this, so I can grab this and drag it over. So I can take samples from any other pack I own. Let's go into deconstruct. We've got claps in here, hi-hats, snares. They've all got their own sets of samples. What's this? Let's just grab this drone. We'll throw that in here. Very easy to manage your sounds. And then, once you've done that, come back over to your presets, and you might want to save this now because you've created something new. You can do that. You can save your packs as well by hitting save. Give it a name. Call it blah blah for now. You can give it you know, a couple of tags if it's electronic or whatever you want. Hit save, and there's your new blah blah. So I've already made one called blah, and here's my blah blah. So you can go ahead, make your creations and save them. We're at the halfway point of the show, and I need to do what I do every day here on the show, and that is run a break, because YouTube pays the bills. Because yesterday, from the rant, I demonetized that video because I don't want to make money off the back of idiots who say horrible things, and I don't want the risk of, you know what I'm talking about. So every day we run the ad. The ad has been run. You can avoid the ad by becoming a YouTube Premium subscriber or just sitting there and dealing with the ad. And while we wait for you to come back, you can skip it, do all that kind of stuff. While we wait for you, we just run through what's happening for the rest of the week of shows. Tomorrow we've got a good one coming up because we're going to be talking about Chinese wind instruments. Yes, Kong Audio have finally released these amazing wind instruments. There's 9 of them. They're about $2 each instrument. There's a bundle coming soon. I'm going to go through each of them and show you what they're like. You can use them with a MIDI keyboard or on-screen keyboard or with an actual UE wind instrument if you own one of those. If you are lucky enough to own one of those, they're really expensive. Then the day after that, we're taking a look at, what are we looking at? I can't remember. We're taking a look at this thing. It is by Audio Thing. Dub filter. So that's rad. And then to round out the week, we have something which I'm very, 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 you can tell, very excited about. Valerie Butt is coming on the show for the Creator Rewind interview. We're going to catch up with Valerie and see what's changed since she first came on an interview, how she's going, listen to her music. Just have a fun day. It's all about fun, yeah? That's what's happening. And possibly on, this will be happening on Friday, Async Sampler. Boom. There you go. All right, let's get back into this. Schnizzle. Let's keep running through these sound packs. So, scroll back up. Where were we up to? We're up to like Bones or something like that. So there's lots of rad sounds in here. This is the one we were on, Breeze. car. Now again, you don't have to randomize. You can come in here and draw your own in, right? You can draw your own dots in as you like. If you want to do that. Or I can go into number 3 here and then hit random. And only number 3 will be randomized. So this is called cold. There's also a mixer in here, remember that? See at the top here? So if you don't like the mix, you can go in here and bring things up and down. So you've got a nice little mixer. I'm just going to shut up and go through the rest of these presets for you. So you'll notice with some of these too, they're all running at different times. See how we have our top channel running it faster than the rest of these here? You can go in and select individual channels here and decide how fast they run. So we can come in here and make this a quarter. And you can do that with all these. We can select number 5 here, change this to a 30-second. Not going to make much difference to that particular one. Yeah. So you can get some really interesting beats happening, syncopated stuff. Let's go into number 7 and give this an 8th. We'll even get with these kicks a bit weird. Let's make these. Right, you can go bananas. It's totally up to you. Let's go on to the next pack. And if you like any of these patterns you make, you also have an export. All right, so, because I know SG Experiment, who's here right now, was like, how do we use this in Logic? So it's weird when you use it in Logic. There's a couple of ways. You can use it like this and just export all the stems. So right now, you've got all these stems from all 8 tracks, and you can hit all stems or just take out individual stems. So if I hit all stems, it's going to ask, where do you want to put these? And I can put them in audio share. And, you know, that's all of them all together. Right? So there you go. There's the entire mix. I can delete that now. Come back over here. Or if I just want to like export, let's go back to export. I can just do individual tracks as I go as well. So we can do this one. And so there's just the kicks. Okay, rad. So you can do that and then drag them into Logic. That's an easy way to do it. If you want to do it this way, do it from the standalone and then drag it in. There are other ways. We'll cover those if I've got time, if we can do all that. What are we doing? Moving stuff on the grid. So, well, everything's kind of to the grid, Teo. So you can shift, Like I can shift stuff along with the little shift button. You do have a shuffle, right? So you've got a shuffle here. You've got an erase over here. You've got a lock. So yeah, that's probably the best you're going to get by shuffling, adding a shuffle to it. You can even edit the samples, right? So you can detune the samples, preview them. You can shorten them, add a fade out or what. It's very complicated. Not complicated, just it's got a lot under the hood, yeah. But yeah, even if you just want to save the MIDI, you can go in here as well and save all the stems of MIDI or just an individual MIDI track. So if we click on this and say, yep, save this into audio share, and there's the individual MIDI for that particular track. Or you could go back over here, hit export and do all of the stems, and all the MIDI will be broken up into individual. But look, this is what it does. It's confusing for me. It puts it all on one line. I don't get that. Not sure why. It's probably got to do with the settings. We can investigate, but yeah, do I have time? Probably not. So we'll go through some more sounds, try and get through them all. And then we'll look at using it as a MIDI processor and then over into Logic. Oh, that's nice. See, I love these different timings. They're just rad. Yeah, you can shuffle per track. So they're in alphabetical order too. You can see we're almost at the end. There's a couple more here. And remember, you can import your own samples and create your own packs as well. You don't have to use all the massive amounts of stuff you get in here. Yeah, AudioModern just make damn tight shit. Their stuff is always high quality, not buggy. All right, so that's all of them. Let's talk about using this as a MIDI processor quickly. So here we just say that and it has a little crash. Nice one. So here, wait. Never work with children and apps, folks. All right. So here we are. This is it running as a MIDI processor. Now, if I choose one of the presets from Reanimatic in here, just say this one, it's not going to make any sound, right? Because it's just using the MIDI. But then I can load anything I want. So we can come in here and let's load, say, quickly, FAC. All right. Now, if you don't know with FAC, let's just stop this. If you don't know what kit, because a lot of kits don't use the same MIDI notes to trigger the drums. Now, if you want to find out, though, connect the keyboard, right? And then play it to work out where the notes are. Okay, so what are we? C, we're down an octave. C2, this looks like. Cool. So we know C2's our kick and everything else is going to run all the way up to C3. So that's wicked. So now we can actually go in here to our loop mix as a MIDI controller or MIDI processor, send this out to FAC drum kit. And now what we need to do is we need to assign these. There is no like patch. They can just set it to particular apps. And this is where you can come up here where you've got all these amazing MIDI controls. And we've got MIDI inputs here. And all you need to do is select your MIDI outputs, right? We want to make sure these are all on. So they're sending out. And so this is set to C3 at the moment. If we bring this down to C2, this should essentially, hopefully, fingers crossed, there we go. So now it's sending that kick, track 1, out to the kick. So what we're going to need to do for this one is what, I think it's a D, we want to go D2 or C, there we go. Right, so you can send this out, so you just need to go through and send whichever one you need to, and you can see you've got all 8 tracks can do so. We can go in here to this one and choose whatever we want. So you get what I'm saying, yeah? Good stuff. Rightio. So you can do all of that stuff if you want to send it out to another drum kit and control it with that and then use your randomization and all that kind of stuff. So it's not that hard. You've got MIDI learn stuff in here as well too. Hey, Abe the band, what's happening? So if you want to control things with an external controller or anything, you want to turn knobs and have them control, you can just click on things and learn it as appropriate, yeah? So pretty easy stuff to do that. Let's quickly jump over into Logic so we can have a look and see how this works in Logic because, yeah, I know SG Experiment was having some problems and I'm not exactly sure. So we'll open up a project. I think the best way is going to be to export your audio first or use some MIDI buses. So now let me show you why this is. So if we load this, you're going to need to load it as a MIDI in Logic, right? So then if we load an instrument here and choose Playbeat, it all looks like it works well. Let's choose a pack. Let's get rid of that, make this bigger. We'll scroll down to our new pack here, the Reanimatic. Load, hit play. Oh, I love you, Logic, when you do this. Why do you do this? Try that again. Okay. Hey, Barry Glenn. Oh, using data watching at the moment. So you can see we've got this playing. It's all good. For some reason, though, when we try to record this, look what happens. Let's hit record. It's putting it all in one MIDI track. I don't understand why. It's something I'm going to have to look into. I'm sure there's a way around it. There's got to be a way around it. This is the thing. When you use iOS, you have to have a big brain. No smooth brains for iOS. Sorry, because you always have to like be on your guard to think, how do we get around this? How do we make this work? Because things aren't always easy on iOS. I wish they were. And look, you can see what it's done here. It's adding everything in as for some reason, all these crazy notes. I don't know how to get around this, but I will take a look into it and see if there is a way to do it. The other way is you can get out of this, remove. You can load this, I think. Let's try this, see if it works. No, see, I can't load it as a MIDI processor in here. This is weird. For some reason, it won't let me load it as a MIDI processor in Logic. Man, Logic just has its own rules sometimes, doesn't it? So let's delete this. So what I would suggest, another way to do this is to load it as an instrument. Then I would create a brand new track, an audio track, and then come up here to our Bizzo and our mixer, and create a bus. I would create a bus over here, create a brand new bus. So here's our new bus, our auxiliary bus, And we want to send this bus into, I haven't done this for a while. Where do we send it? Into here. It's been a while. What am I doing? Yes. So we want to send that in here. I got to choose a thing, don't I? We've got to choose a drum beat. Let's just choose anything. Oh, that didn't work. Nice one, Jade. Okay. And we want to send it, our bus, Okay, so see what I've done there? So now this track has a bus, and I've turned up the bus here. And now the sound from this is going into the bus, and the bus is sending into our new track here. Yeah? So as soon as I hit record on this new track, like it's recorded down here, it should record in. So let's go to the start, hit record. And see that? We're recording the beat into audio 2. Then we can stop it. We don't need this anymore, this play beat. Let's delete it, right? Because now we have it all in here. And now we can loop this at our leisure. You know, what we've got, we can hit loop, and now there's our new drum beat from Playbeat. Does that help, SG Experiment, for now? It's probably one of the best ways to do it, I would say, until I look into it further. You'd probably want to set the recording to, I didn't set the recording to stereo as well, so you probably want to do that too. I set that to mono. There you go. Easy times. So that's the way around it. Anyway, that's the new expansion pack from Playbeat. Hey, JDL, what's happening? So there's always a way around things. It just, you got to use your mind and get around it. And but I will reach out to Playbeat and see if there's to AudioModern, see if there's an easier way to record stuff in here. But again, you can just export the files as individual tracks from Playbeat using their samples. Or, I mean, you can just do it this way, which I've showed you. So that's probably the best way we're going to get at it. All right, we got to get out of here for today. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. We've got who is our featured artist? I can't remember. God. Who is it? It's Hypnotic Transmissions. So, Hypnotic Transmissions, Jonathan, dear friend of the channel, a patron. I get the pleasure to master his music. He's got a whole bunch there. There's links pinned to the top of the chat. Go and support Jonathan on his YouTube channel. Hit subscribe for him. And he's got Bandcamp too, so go and check out his music. He makes really interesting soundscapes. A very unique artist himself. Let's grab his latest song. So this is called Boite a Music Carillion Demons. Boom. Let's cue it up and get it ready. And that'll be the end of the show today. I think I'll dump you over to Pete Johns, who starts in about an hour's time. Remember, tomorrow we're looking at these Chinese wind instruments. They're really cool and they're really cheap, and they're worth maybe grabbing a couple of them if you want to have some very unique Chinese wind instruments that you can't get anywhere else really. So this is Hypnotic Transmissions. Remember, stay awake, do the things that make you happy, mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. Let's oge over to Hypnotic Transmissions. Boom.